Ia talofa, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start shortly. If I may ask everyone to please take your seats.
Talofa, te malu de Sofianga tato I te vea fite nei. Te polokalame tato mo te po te nei ka whai ki ka mata. Te lalai a kaia tulo mo te awalasi. Ki lunga I tato ko tō loa. Ke mawhai na salatu no whonga, ko te meka na sanga tato o whakatoka. Me ka whakatele te polokalame tato.
Okay, let's get this show on the road. Whakatalo whātu.
Kona Maori, and welcome to the Say Tuvalu Pageant 2026. It is our great honor to warmly welcome our distinguished guests, judges, and everyone present here tonight.
I am Petesa Finicasso.
And I am Peteli Paulo.
And we are privileged to be your co-host for tonight's event, the Say Tuvalu Pageant 2026. Excuse me, everybody, before we begin, some housekeeping announcements. All vehicles are to be parked at the Lotonui K House. If your vehicles are parked around the vicinity, please note that our police who are patrolling outside will remove your vehicles. Whakatulo watu, washrooms are on that side of the hall. If you would like to use the washrooms, you may ask our committee members to direct you to where the washrooms are.
And as is our practice here in Tuvalu, we begin tonight's program with a word of prayer to bless our stage, our say of Inua, our panels of judges, distinguished guests, and every heart, body and soul here tonight. We humbly ask and request Reverend Oliula Kalahati from the Egalesia Gelsiana Tuvalu to please lead us with the prayer tonight. Whakaftailasi. Reverend Oliula.
Whakaftailasi. Ia ke kāmata te whakamoemoenga te awhiawhi tēnei ki te tālosanga. A warm greetings in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Whakatalo whātu ki lunga ia koutou katoa te malu ko awhia i te awhiawhi manuia tēnei. Ke olo atu tātou ki mua te atua i te tālosanga o te awhiawhi tēnei. Let us worship God. Ko a kai whakamole atu, ke whakatoka mai se pese mā tātou. Whaaftai mona vikinga. Our text for this evening's gathering is taken from the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 28. Joelu tena matao puelua, kako tena fuayu puelua sifulu malevalu. Faitau pene. I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will see visions. Katuku atu nea wataku wanganga kia koutou katoa. Autou tamatanga tama whawhine. Katakutaku atu ne la tau taku whekau. Autou toe aina ka whai moe miti. Ka koutou tamataene ka oko kia la tau a whakasinga. Tonight, as we gather under the theme, Bridging Generations, Wisdom of the Elders, Dreams of the Youth. E whakamanatu mai nei ia te munatuku o te seio Tuvalu o te tausanga tēnei. Mei te ngā luenga te atua, se whai ngā malanga. Te la e tau o tuku whakatasi, a poto te taumatua, mo kilonga ki mua, a te tūpulanga talavou o Tuvalu. I loto i te whekaua i Oelu, e manino i konei, mei te atua ne whaiwhiangainga, me kātuku atu nei ia te nā nganga, ki lunga i ona tāngata. Mai kona, e lavea ngō whia iei ne tātou, me ne lasi, me ne fōli ki koe, a tātou e tā ua whakatasi i mua te atua. Through the prophet Joel, God promises to pour out His Spirit on all people. This means that everyone, young and old alike, has a place and a purpose in God's kingdom. The elders carry wisdom gained through years of faith, sacrifice, and experience. They remind us of God's faithfulness and preserve the values and Christian heritage that have shaped our families, our church, and our nation. The youth, they bring energy, creativity, and hope. They are called to dream boldly and to lead faithfully as they face the opportunities and challenges of tomorrow. God never intended these generations to walk separately. Instead, He calls them to walk together. The wisdom of the elders gives directions to the dreams of the youth, while the vision of the youth gives new life to the wisdom of the elders. When we listen to one another, encourage one another, and serve Christ together, we build a stronger church and a stronger Tuvalu. As we continue, say Tuvalu 2026, may we become a community where every generation is valued, every voice is heard, and every gift is used for God's glory. For our lovely contestants this evening, ke whakamanuia atu te atua, ki lua tau mo whainga I te awhiawhi tēnei. Whai mai te apostolo ko Paulo, e ma whaine au o whaia mea katoa, I te whakatasi mai o te aliki ki au. Ona ko Iesu, Amen. Ke whai tau talo. Te atua te tamana whakatelangi. Ko koe ko te atua te lani whakatoka ne koe a te langi mo te lalolangi ki tau whakatoka ngangali. Te lalolangi tēnei e ola mātou I te aliki. Ne fuafua ne koe ki tau poto mo tau watamai. Ne au mai ne koe a te poto mo te tamai. Te mawhau loto mo te mau ki lunga I o mo tau tupunga. Ko la ne whakatoka ne koe a te auwala e sailangina ne mātou ke oko mai ki te waitau tēnei. E langona I ne mātou a te anganga whiawhia mo te anganga whakawhitai. E tusa I te aliki ko au whakatoka angangali. Whakawhitai mātou ki a koe te tamana whakatelangi mo tau muna I te awhiawhi tēnei. Te la e whakamasaua mai ki a mātou. A te tūlanga tā aua, tēnei e ola mātou I te lalulangi tēnei te atua. Ko te mea, ke ngā lue whakatasi, Ke whakao ngā poto mo ta mai o mo tau tua. Ke mawhai e o whakatoka se ki longa mo te sailenga ki mua. Ne kau tama ngā solo te atu whenua e maua i te o langa while mo te tokanga mali e. I loto i te mutou atu whenua te atua. Whakawhitai mātou mo whakamoemoenga o te awhiawhi tēnei, ko mawhai o whakatau nungina e au wala i tau kau whakatasi i te aliki. Whakamtai mtu langa kese. Te lani mawhai o mauangina, ne komiti o te sei Tuvalu mawhai e nei lātou, o whakatoka kai whakatele a polo kalame ko nei, kai mai te seko te ministuli, te lai o nono kai mai lalo ia, a te whakatokaanga o whakamoemoenga o te vai aso tēnei a kai mai se, ko te aso tēnei te aliki. Whakawhitai mātou mo tūlanga katoanga suenga, ko lani whakawhianga i ngina, kai mai se, ko au whakamanuianga. Whakawhitai mātou mo ta maawhine se i o whenua, ko la ko mawhai o whakatino ne lātou a te whakamoemoenga o te mālo te atua i loto i te vai aso tēnei. Whakawhitai mtau whakamalo singa, whakawhitai mte utai lava kai kātoa toa, ne mawhai o tuku ne koe ki lunga i lātou. Whakawhitai whoki, mātou mo lātou ko lani ngā lue whakatasi, whakatau whesoasoa ni mawhai o whakatau nungina, a whakamoemoenga o sei o whenua te aliki. Te atua te tamana alofa, mai mea eu kene whakatoka ne koe mo mātou ngali kai tau leka. Kai sili ei ko tau whakaulatanga ia wala ia Iesu Keliso, ko maua iei ne mātou a te ola mo te manuia. Te awhiawhi tēnei te atua, e tali tonu o mtou loto me se pōuli a koe te awhiawhi tēnei, la vene koe a whakamoemoenga mo whakatokanga o polo kalame o te awhiawhi tēnei. Mātou e a kai ki a koe ke pēnā o whakamanuia ne koe. Whakamanuia te ministuli a wale te minisita, ke oko ki a lātou katoko lai ngā lue i loto. Komiti o te sei o Tuvalu, ke tū mau. Te mālosi e kātou toa ki lunga i a lātou, e mawhai i o whakatau no kai whakaotioti, a whakamoemoenga o te polo kalame tēnei te aliki. Te atua tamana alofa, kai ta whasili e te mtou tālo sanga i te awhiawhi tēnei, mo sei o whenua, ko lai whakatoka mo te awhiawhi tēnei, i tūlanga kese, ko la kai iei lātou, mātou e a kai ki tau alofa mtou wanga lei, pēnā o kau whakatasi ki lunga i a lātou, wat te loto mālos ki lunga i a lātou, ke whai lātou mo whakakoa konga, ki whānau mo kau tama ngā solo, o te atu whenua tēnei o mātou. Ke au ngā te whakamoemoenga, tēnei, ko iai mātou iei, ko te mea ke mawhai o fuatanga mai ki ne fuatanga lei kai au ngā, mo te manui au kau tama te atu whenua kai maise, ko te mālo te atu whenua o Tuvalu. Te atua tamana alofa whakatelangi, e te nā te mtou tālo sanga ki au mua, kai se puli e ia mātou, lātou ko lako mawhatia kai whanoa noa, o na ko tūlanga o te mate te aliki, mātou e a kai ki tau whakamawhana whananga ke ilunga i a lātou katoa te atua. I te awhiawhi tēnei, ke pēnau ka mata ne koe polo kalame, ai whakaiko ne koe mte manuia, o na koe Iesu. Amen.
Paftai Lasi, Reverend Oliula, for leading us in a word of prayer. At this juncture, I now invite Minister for Transport, Energy, Communication and Innovation, Honorable Simon Kofe, for his opening remarks.
Tu mau kai malu de tasinga dato I te whewhide nei. Ati ko sui atu nau a dato katoa moli at whaftai ki runga I te whaiwhiau o liula mo te talasanga I te whewhide nei. Mai se ko te whekau ato e whakamalosi e I a tupulanga solo te atu whenua dato mo te tau a tau tiu te tau awe. Whaftai lasi e sunga I a liula. Ia ko sui atu whakinau te malo, te ministry, o mole atu whakitwhaftai ki runga I tātou katoko nei ni mawhai o kau whakatasi mai te whewhide nei. Pēnā whoki mo lao ko nei I lunga I te internet, mawhai mai mō ki lunga I te event a tātou I te whewhide nei. Ati e fia whakanga whukinau te awanong tēnei mo le te whaftai ki lunga i sponsors whoki o te event tēnei. Se laulau atu nau ona ka te tokouke o sponsors. Whaftai whoki ki lunga i te committee, community sa tātou. Ka ainga kisa kese ko rane mawhai o lasi te lango ko ulua ki lunga i lau te mawhine a tātou te FF tēnei. Mōli atu whoki te whaftai. For our guests from overseas, I take this opportunity also to thank you for joining us. I want to just make a special acknowledgement for the presence of Moe Moana, who is the former Miss Samoa and Miss Pacific. Thank you for accepting our humble invitation to come and join us for this year's event. I know that she has brought a lot of experience to the role as a head judge. And I'm sure everyone's very excited as well to have her here in country. So we are truly honored for your presence tonight. Tonight marks the beginning of one of the most anticipated events of 2026. I know there are a number of events this year. We have the pre-COP later on in this year, but I believe this is one that everyone has been excited about. I haven't seen our communities come alive like this in a very long time, in the weeks leading up to tonight. So I'm sure we are all very excited to see our young ladies perform tonight. But I believe the true success of this pageant has already been achieved. I believe the success was achieved when our young women accepted the invitation to step forward and to participate in this year's event. And I know that decision requires a lot of courage. It requires them to leave their comfort zone, to place themselves before the nation, and to embrace the journey of learning as they go through the events for tonight. This year has been a different approach undertaken by the Department of Tourism and the ministry. We wanted this event to be one of empowerment, one where our participants learn and build their confidence and learn more and connect with their culture. And I believe that that's been the success of this event, is the journey and the process that our young girls have gone through. So for tonight, I also wanted to take the opportunity to thank the community. And I think the message delivered by Oliula tonight is relevant to this evening, but also the preparations up to this evening. She mentioned about the different generations having a part to play, our young men seeing visions, seeing dreams and visions, and the older generation providing the wisdom and guidance as well to our young generation. So I think we have seen that throughout this past few weeks, and we hope that this will be an event that unites the nation. We speak often about values such as respect, the ava, the humility, the loto maulalo, the tautua, the service, the alofa, the maopopo, and any qualities that we see as defining us as a people of Tuvalu. But these values have very little meaning if they remain just as words that we admire rather than principles that we have to live. And so I believe that the true worth of these values is when we apply them to ourselves. We allow it to shape our character. We allow it to influence our decisions and to shape our motivation and the decisions that we make. And so I believe the challenge before us is not to simply celebrate our values, but to commit ourselves to them, to teach them in our homes, reinforce them in our schools, and practice them in our workplace, and to demonstrate them in our communities every day. So ladies and gentlemen, I won't hold you much longer. I know we all want to see the performances tonight. And so with those words, I am very pleased to open our proceedings for tonight and wish our ladies all the very best in tonight and as well as tomorrow night. Whaftailasi, Tuvalu Madiatua.
Pakamamolate, Pachapakata Sakadulu Lima, please give another round of applause. Kilomete, Honorable Minister, motena opening remark ite vevitenei. And I know you are eager to what is going to come out of this backdrop of the stage, but we want to acknowledge, as was introduced by our minister, those who made this important event a successful event. And so tonight's pageant would not have been possible without the support of our valued partners and sponsors. And as we call out our individual partners and sponsors, please can you show your appreciation in the usual Tuvaluan way so that they may also be willing to sponsor future pageants like this and give more so that our beauty queens can be trained for future events. And we would like to recognize JY Ocean Shop. Sponsor mo mua tato dena.
The National Bank of Tuvalu, Pachpachmay Lualima, kite NBT.
Pagkatapos po the Culture Department. Pamulmolete, pachmay kalulima ko tumege langonan nelato. Kito lafo may lato mo te tausanga may muani.
Tawa Tumaitua, kote SFAM Hotel.
And keep the applause going. Kaupule of Funafuji.
The Sue's Kitchen.
And Sue's Trade and Supply Tuvalu.
Matanging Aliba.
Mote Philomena Lodge.
Development Bank of Tuvalu.
Nia Logistics.
Tuvalu National Provident Fund.
The Manu Travel Services.
And last but not the least, Fiji Airways.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a night to show our support. So let's not just clap. And if you want to say, woo, please show that tonight. Then I'll have so for all our sponsors tonight, can we all put a very big and heartfelt whakawhatailasi through our shouting, our cheers, and our claps. Let's give them a mighty clap. Woo, that's the spirit. They're not the spirit that we thank you for your trust. We thank you for your generosity and support in empowering our candidates and making this event a success. And now we have a video to play, and we give the opportunity to our media and tech team if they could prepare the video so that we can all see and watch to build and hype us for the events that's going to come after. And hearing the loud cheers, I'm looking forward to a lot more. What say you, MC and co-host tonight?
That's right, co-host. While we wait for our technical team to put up the video, may I ask our DJ to play a couple of numbers before we have the video on.
DJ, please, just before you play, I also want to state again the theme for this pageant with the music going on. Bridging generation, wisdom of the elders, dreams of the youths. And in Tuvaluan, Tuvalu, soko ngau tupulanga, tiata mai ulsina, momoe michinga, o kautama nga solo. A very powerful message and a theme for our 2026 Say Tuvalu pageant competition. Paman mo te, pati may akaluwa limal kilungay te. Ite thima dato, fangftay kilaw ko lang netusin ilawa. Ate thima dato denay. Iyo. Pakatoy siya to. Apologies. Our video has been is still coming on the way. But it gives us a great privilege and honor to now acknowledge our esteemed panels of judges for tonight's Say Tuvalu Pageant 2026. Okay. There's someone talking on my ear tonight, and they are asking us, they are still judging some events. But we will go on to the video that was initially announced, and then we will bring in our panels for tonight so that you can all see them as they make their way to the front. And for now, please, may I ask the media? Yes. DJ, while we wait for our video to come on, could you please play a number so that we can get the show rolling tonight? Fakatang may akalo the best denane. Ne play may nagulo the music denay, be me fangunay ato tawanganga fia saka mo fia may moa. Kilungay de mafina jinong ali at fenua tato. Paftay. Paman mo te, patsa kaluwa lima, DJ, paman mo ko. Pakatanga may akasan namba. Akauluwa mate fea fitene.
Whakawhatailasi everybody for your patience, and also thank you DJ for entertaining us while we wait for the next part of the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we acknowledge our esteemed panels and judges for tonight's Say Tuvalu pageant. And may I kindly invite everyone to give a warm welcome to the judges that we have before you. But before we proceed to some of the events that has already taken place, we would also like to acknowledge the judges who had already done their part and may not be present here with us tonight in their judging seats. And first of all was the pre-pageant interview panels consisting of 5 judges. They were responsible for evaluating the contestants during the interview segment, which took place earlier this week. And the panel comprised Ms. Loloma Homasi, Dr. Jessica Marinasio, Ms. Paufi Afele, Ms. Petesa Finikaso, and tonight's co-host with me, and former Ms. Samoa and Ms. Pacific, Ms. Moimoana Safa Atoa Swenke. Please, can we put a round of applause for their pre-pageant interview panel who has already done their judgments.
Second, the float panel, made up of 3 judges, assessed the most creative float award during the parade that was held on Tuesday this week. The members of judges are Ms. Eseta Soloseni, Mr. Puafolau Ngalinga, and Mr. Nainai Tautai. Please give them a round of applause for all their hard work in judging our float parade. And for our main panel of judges who we have here tonight, let me introduce them in the order that they are sitting. Former Ms. Samoa and Ms. Pacific, Ms. Moimoana Safatoa Shwenki, Director of the Gender Affairs Department, Ms. Redina Awina, Fisheries Department official and also the big boss of the Matangingaliba, Mr. Noah Petueli, businesswoman Ms. Puaolele Manatu, and former Say Tuvalu, Ms. Emily Pelesa Panapa.
And the next judges that we want to acknowledge tonight, we have the Designer and Tailor Award panels. And they will determine the Designer Award based on the traditional inspired attire category presented on crowding night tomorrow. And the Tailor Award, which will go to the best tailor of the evening gown category. Serving on this panel are, please show your appreciation for the talent that we have here in Tuvalu, Miss Titi Homasi. And the second panel is Mr. Paula Ezekia. Vamos mole, give her another round of applause. And the final judge and panel member is Miss Folua Esau. Vamos mole, can we give them another round of applause? And please note that there are other special awards and are determined by the public, the Say Tuvalu committee, and the contestants themselves. These include the pre-pageant interview, Miss Personality, Miss Photogenic, Miss People's Choice, Miss Tourism, and the Most Creative Float Award. We also have 4 scrutineers assisting with the scorers. And they are Mr. Tavana Moto, Famulmole. Can we give them a round of applause as we call out their names? Miss Autoa Leti, Famulmole. Can you give them another round of applause? Mr. Samuel Uteli and Mr. Fini Uni. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our judges and scrutineers for the whole pageant program. Pamal Mole, let's give them a special round of applause and a very warm whakawhtai.
Before we move to the next part of the program, just an announcement. We have some businesses selling food outside. Please, ladies and gentlemen, you are more than welcome to go and buy food and come back and enjoy the food inside the new town hall. Ladies and gentlemen, the part of the evening that we've been waiting for, and that is to see our beautiful contestants for their opening number. May I now invite the reigning Say Tuvalu Miss Tapua Pasuna and this year's contestants for their opening number. Please, let's give them a big round of applause.
mai toku tamawhine luti luti mai whakaali mai tanga manea mea mai moana ki aku taumata Lue mai moana ki aku taumata ki aku taumata ki aku taumata ki iti mai iti mai iti mai iti mai iti mai iti mai ki aku tuwhenua iti mai iti mai iti mai tamanga tama whawhine iti mai iti mai iti mai ki aku tuwhenua
MC, that is the spirit that we want to witness tonight. Ne?
Too good, too good.
Too good. Pamela, can we, with the same spirit and energy, show our Faftai Lassi to the beautiful ladies and the contestants of this year's Miss Pageant, say Tuvalu Pageant, for their opening and a very beautiful performance this afternoon and this evening. Pamela Mole. Which section do you think was the loudest tonight?
Let's see. Was it that side? Can we hear your voice from that side? No,
it wasn't the section that was calling out this. Can we hear the support from this end of? I think they were the one that were cheering. The middle part? All right. Wow. That's the spirit. You want to challenge them? On the far left? Can we hear you? Shout your support for tonight.
The next part of our program is Tokuleo category. But while we wait for our beautiful contestants to get ready to catch their breath, the much awaited video that we talked about earlier today is now ready, and we'll have it on show before we transition to the Tokuleo category. Please, to our technical team, can we have our video on the screen?
And while you're watching the video, remember that tonight the voting online will close. So while you still have data, please vote for your contestants for tonight because it will close at 12 o'clock. And we will not extend it, promise. So let us put our hand again together and watch this beautiful video prepared for us tonight. Faftelas. The video. Play akala.
Yeah, doctor.
Okay. Ayo. Dale.
Iyo, makay te kau siwa standby, mai. Te lo musico te ave.
fumatau, au kalo he punau, a parsi e kutau, fa, e o papau te uluva, te lauko e kukoura, e o kutu matuku, a ke o he i whanone lua. E kutu pai e furi lotu, a virti e fumatau, au kalo he punau, a parsi e kutau, fa, e o papau te uluva, te lauko e kukoura, e o kutu matuku, a ke o he i whanone lua.
Mahalo whakawhtai Hingano Dancing Group. Please, let's put our hands together to the beautiful girls from the Hingano Dancing Group. Next in our program is the Toku Leo category. This is the moment where our contestant takes the stage to introduce themselves, share their voices, and let us get to know the amazing individuals behind the smiles. Let us now welcome our first contestant, contestant number 1, Say Tuvalu, New Zealand.
Miss Belize, Ian Natano.
Te leo o Tuvalu. Tuvalu, mo te atua. Ki te se ngata mai. Tuvalu mo te atua. Ko te whakawai sili, ko te ala whoki tēnā. Ko te manuia katoa. Loto lasi o whai. Tau malo sao loto. Fusi ake katoa. I te loto alofa. Kai amo whakatasi. A te atu whenua. Tuvalu mo te atua. Ki te se ngata mai. Toku leo. Tā alofa. Toku ingoa. Ko Pelese Ian Natano. Au, ko sifulu iwa o ko tausanga. Au ko te moko puna o Pelese Movione Natano. O ko mātua ko whaalosa mo Ian. Tuku tamana se tangata mai Samoa. Tuku mātua se whawhine mai Tuvalu. Kai au, me se tama whine mai whanawhuti na numea Samoa. Au, ko tau Miss Tuvalu Nisila, loa whe loano, whawhtai lasi Tuvalu mo te atua.
Whakatei lasi. Thank you, say Tuvalu New Zealand. Family mo leto e, patsa mea kalua lima.
Next on our list is contestant number 2, Sei Onui.
Miss Yaeli Yohane.
Testing.
Too low, too low, too low. Kai malo ngā whailoa ana wiki ngā mona tā vainga. Tā alofa au kamna pani ni mauli. Tōku ingoa ko Iaeli, ko luas fulu o ku tausanga. Te fuatasi a Ioane mo Lili. Au nei e tautua, mo te atu whenua I loto I te whale whakasalalau tala. O tako mula tuku e whaipenei, ko poto o taku whenua, ko taku anga I atu ki mawhulifuli ngā o tau. Ko poto o taku whenua, ko taku anga I atu ki mawhulifuli ngā o tau. Nui, a pau ai tangilaki. Ko toku o whanga mau tinoa, ko toku o whanga lau si usi. Ae, ko toku lawhitanga mai o kutua. Ko toku o whanga, e mai longa I tena whakawae e tasi. Ko taku kai whakasala I malai o te atu whenua. Ko taku o whangai I mawhuli-fuli ngā o tau. Te o whanga tō kānga mālie, ko taku sefe mautinoa I tau aso māsei. Whenua tāpu, ko e mama tēnā no. Nui, a pāua e tangilaki, kampasi napa.
Whakawhitei lasi, sayo nui, mo te tūsanga tēnā.
And following on is contestant number 3, Sei of Nafuti.
Miss Samira Mavaina Tasi.
Testing. Tengali o funa futi a sota mua koilonga so ke se te olanga. Moe atu te la I tua motu, pā mai te sau moko moko ki toku tino. Kawa toko loto, e tangi lotu lotu. Te whea koe, taku tia, funa futi. Te nuku atoa e wamone manulele. Kana uti, ne whati e taku laupua. E whakasifoifo, to e whakatau, tau laka laka, I male whatunga mua. Koe na, ko Samara, te ka whakasala funa futi. Samanini. Saulolo. Kai mai longa ye. Kokoe, moau, te sei o tau solima. Sapa mai te la, I te mālama. Kai mapula mai foki, ko toku sei funafuti. Tēnei iau, tēnā koe, ko whainga tāua, ko takele papa o whenua. Tōku loto, ko fia fia. I te kiloa tuki whainga tōku whenua. Tuvalu, fusi mai whakatasi, ki te loto ke lasi. Te whesili ka whai atu, mene a whai ngā konei. Palangi ka whakasalomai I whenua mama o whakasia o nganu mo mata fia fia Ke tu si tena lipoti Tuvalu ka te peni na
Whaftelasi and thank you. Safe na fuji mo te whakasinga tēnā.
What did you think of our first 3 contestants? Do you want more? I can't hear you. Do you want more? While we wait for our judges to tally up their score, and we now move on to contestant number 4, Say or New Tao.
Miss Siatunu Limau.
Tamatangi pa! Ha ha ha! Ako si Sopole! May tamatalang kita palelangi! Selang ito, kita lang ito. Koleo whakaola o toku whenua. Ako, ko si Atunu Limau. Ko luas pululua nei aku katau sanga. Aku nei ko te sei na pawha. Te awa, ko toku wheitu. Ko tūla kinga ku tupunga. Ino whanga o kutua. Pera tānia ko toku kaungu tumalai. Ko kawapa o tapakinga. Ino whanga o malai. Petua whiawhitolo ko toku whale kaupule. Te whale o muna. Te mataka pau tapaki mai ei. Whaiva sa lau o New Town. Tinei whale, ko toku malunga. E a fumai ai te sawala mo te saumanuia o toku whenua. New Town, a koe ko taku kaupapa. A koe ko taku ane. Ko taku pakausele. A toku leo. Se vai lulu ki lungai tuku whenua. Ala tuai aku tu mo aku whaiwhainga. Ko la ako sa whipua, ki o langa ka tupunga solo o New Town. A toku leo, ko te whilemu. E tangi whakalo whalofa. New Town tamu na tuku. Se mapopo ko te malos. Kaya tat whenua, Tuvalu mo te atua. Kata whawhaman o te alangi, se manini, se ula ulo. Malo, tufunga.
Whaftelasi and thank you. Say o New Tao mo te tusanga ngali tēnā.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Before we move on to our next contestant, e toi whakafoki atu te whakapulanga ki a tātou katoa, e isi ne businessi mea kai ko lai whakatau mea kai mai tua, ko lua ko lai fia kai, ko la tongi lua mea kai, ko toi whoki mai mwhai ko lua o whakao ngā tau mū mea kai I loto nei. Ne ko la loe nofo mai tua I te whale ia te lai te whaitu te la mai mua te whale kaupule o Nanumanga. Our final contestant number 5, Sei o Nukufetau.
Miss Kesia Zoe Fatama.
Matangi e, toto fui niu, toto fui pi. Kilo mai a ka ki te wakanei e. Ai, ai, ke sao toku ala I ku whakinga nei e. Whakao soa ka whoki a kautama. Ke puke mau ki muna mai tautua. Ai, ai, whakasawa ka kauone, whakasawa ka whenua, whakasawa ka te moana. Aku tu mo whainga whakawhenua, e sao e I taku Tuvalu. Ai, ai, tā lofa, toku watu whenua pele ko Tuvalu. Toku ingoa, ko Kesia Zoe Fatonga, ko lua fulua nia ko tausanga, au se whaiakonga, te lai fia o wheso soani, ki te atia ke inga whanau Tuvalu. Mai se lai e, ko toku loto tautua mo toku whenua. Kou ko te se inu whetau na palima, whakawhatailasi.
Whaftelasi and thank you. Say o Nukufetau. Mo te whakasinga ngā li tēlā. Whaftelasi to all contestants for your heartfelt and unique introductions. Whakamole, can we put a very big whakawhatai to the contestants for their performances in the Tokuleo category tonight.
While we wait for our judges to tally up their results, may we now invite the Nape Nape dancing group up to the stage for their number.
Paul, can we put another round of applause to the Nape Nape dance group for the opening number laua. And for now, our talent category. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our talent category, where our contestants will showcase their unique skills and creativity. Please give them your full support and enjoy their performance. And let us welcome our contestants back on stage for the talent category. Contestant number 1, Sei o Tuvalu, New Zealand.
Miss Pelese Ian Natano.
Sokonga duplanga, Tatamayo Lucina, Momobitinga Gautamangasol, reaching generation, wisdom of the elders, dreams of the youth. The Sokonga duplanga, the strength of each generation is built on the sacrifice of those before them. From their wisdom, we learn discipline. From their sacrifice, perseverance. From their loves, pride in being Tuvaluan. Though generation change, our culture lives on through our children.
Tonight, I stand not only as an athlete, but as a proud daughter of Tuvalu, carrying the strength of my ancestors within me. As I move across this stage, every step reflects the value of our people, resilience, humility, respect, and pride. Though I was born in Aotearoa, New Zealand, Tuvalu lives within me, in my language, my culture, and my heart. Because of those before me, I rise, I serve, I lead, and with pride I carry Tuvalu forward.
Malo, whakawhtai contestant number 1, Seia Tuvalu, New Zealand, Miss Pelese Ian Natano. Please let's put another big round of applause for our contestant number 1. While we give time for our judges to tally up their scores, What did you think of contestant number one's talent? If you enjoy it, please give me a hee-haw. Give me another ha-hee. Let's give another big round of applause for contestant number one, say Tuvalu, New Zealand.
I wouldn't want to be in the judge's seat tonight. Would you want to be in the seat tonight? It's going to be very difficult. And Faftay Gilmaito, contestant number one. Pakatokotoka dato mo contestant number two. And as we get ready, I can see some of our judges still on their tablets. And we want to give them as much time as possible. Please remember to vote for your favorite online pageant. Iya mo kata say, for People's Choice category, me pono ite 12 o'clock ite valua po o te po dene. Post dene e pono ye at the People's Choice de la online voting. So please get your votes in. Leila, introducing contestant number two, Sayonui, to the stage.
Miss Yaeli Yoane.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished judges, respected guests, and the wonderful people of Tuvalu. This evening, we embark on a voyage across the expansive blue Pacific Ocean, a body of water that does not separate us, but rather brings us together. Although we hail from diverse islands and coasts, our hearts resonate with the same rhythm of tradition, culture, and strength. Even though our islands vary in language, dance, and customs, we are bonded by the Pacific Ocean, joined by respect, family, culture, and love. As we commemorate our Pacific heritage tonight, we pay tribute not just to our origins, but to our identity. Tonight, I dance to the beckoning calls of the Pacific waves. We are one ocean, we are one people, we are the Pacific. Welcome, Say Nui 2026!
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Malo, whakawhtai contestant number 2, Seyo Nui, Miss Yaeli Ioane. Co-host, what did you think of Seyo Nui's talent?
There's lots and lots of talents here in Tuvalu, and it's very, very good that our committee were able to host this event tonight. And like I said before, I don't want to be in the seat of the judges. But the performance tonight was so beautiful. We can hear it from what our crowd, who is also enjoying the night. And I'm hearing from the volume of the shouting and the cheering. Wow, it's a very, very big performance from our contestants tonight. And we are not going to hold you back. We see our judges are ready. Contestant number 3, Seyo Funafuti.
We are now waiting for the Seyo Funafuti, who is still getting ready to come onto the stage. And we can also see the hard-working team behind the Seyo Funafuti trying to get all the props ready on stage. And now I think we are ready. We now can introduce our contestant number 3, Seyo Funafuti, Miss Samira Mavainga Tasi. Let's put a round of applause.
Te fuanga motoka mani anie ni fote fa na oi 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 Foliki taba te whea te mokopuna tēnei. Samira, tamaliki, la vena ane koutou toko mokopuna. Te mokopuna tēnei, te fui whai. O wholo tātou. Ka whai la ke kini. Ko lewa ne patalanga ilonga. Samira, vau, ke whakaako atu ne au, te whainga te safe. Tamaliki tēnei. Tupuna ne. Tōku tupuna. Kote whaeloa. Kote. Ka ko ao ngā la. Mene a kōkonga. Ko la vene au te tāua o ana a kōkonga. Ko ilone au o whai te safe. Ke ola e iau, te olanga, whaingatā tēnei. Ke maua whoki a kusene, mo ola toko ka ainga. Tamana matua, taki tau whanau. Ia wala tonu, mo aso mai mua. Samira, e mea. Te whea tamaliki tēnei. Koe nā koe whea, koe moe loa. Sarau tamaliki ko moe pala ka tolo pēnei. Tilei, whaikatau taina ke whakawawawek te akonga. Ka whanei laoni, ko le walantu ki lunga. Ofa tātou. Toko mātua. Sakalau ki toko tupuna, te ngutu kote kote. Kote kote, ona ko te alofa. Ke ako ako au, ke ako ako au. Ke iku manue i au, i tūlanga o ako konga. Ke moa e whakaalofa au. E whakamasao mai whaeloa, ke loto maalalo au. Ke whakamua ne au, te alofa, te atua. Alofa ki ako kāinga, alofa ki soasi tino, pēla aloa mo tino Tuvalu, ko te alofa. Au ka wholiki, au ka Samara. Ko nei a kutupuna whaafine, tēnei toko mātua. O kutupuna whaafine, ko toko waso a nawhi. Ko te akokonga te la, ne mawane au te poto ki te puke lima. Ke whai mo kope tāua, e ola e iau i te loanga whainga tā tēnei. Tēnei toko mātua. Ko te akokonga te la, ne iku manui e iau, i tūlanga o akokonga. Ke whai iau, mo tēnā tusi tupe, i aso mai mua nei. Ka ko au, ko te la ātai au. Tuvalu, ko mau nofo mai. E se fua, ko te sawhe tēnei. Io, me ko te ngatu tēnei. Ka ko akokonga, o tā tupuna, mo tā mātua. Ko te ata mai, tā whasili, i te tāua tēnā. Masaua, ia tāua, ko te sokonga o tupulanga. Kia manai ane tāua, te ata mai o ulusina. Ia tāua, ko te sokonga o moemitinga. Whaftai lasi.
Malo se of na futi Miss Samara mavainga tasi whakamole pati mai lua lima ki te se of na futi. Thank you so much se of na futi for reminding us about the important role that our mothers and our grandmothers play inside the house and especially in bringing us up to be successful women today. Thank you so much Miss Seyo Funafuti.
And as we await contestant number 4 for their setup, Whakamalumole, if you really like the first 3 that's already been presented before you, can we have a very, very, very loud cheer for the first 3 contestants that have already presented their talents for us tonight? Whakamalumole, we'll begin from the left-hand side. Can we hear the cheer and whaftai for our first 3 contestants? And can we have the middle section for the first 3 contestants tonight? Whakamalumole, whasia ka lua whakasinga. Wow. And this section, can we hear you? And if you can try and beat them, let's hear it. And we are also seeing people watching from beyond the entrance. I'll also give you the choice. Can we hear the cheering from you tonight? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the shy ones are at the back, eh? Paftailasi, and we are happy to welcome contestant number 4, who is ready to present her talent to us tonight. And please welcome contestant number 4, Seyo Niutao.
Miss Yatunu Limau.
Ladies and gentlemen, journey with Miss Tuvalu tonight through the vibrant dances of the Pacific. Ending her talent tonight is a heartfelt reminder to our youth.
Te kita lah. It's a
Malo, malo, whakawhtai. Contestant number 4, say your new tau, Miss Tiatunu, for that very beautiful talent. What did you think of Say New Tau's talent? I think I just lost 2 kilos from watching Miss Say Your New Tau, I think. Say Your New Tau, if you are hosting any dancing classes, please let me sign up so that I can lose a bit of weight. What do you think, co-host?
I know you saw the variety of dances, I hope you sign up to the last one because it's going to give you exercise.
I want the one with the shaking of the hips, as they say. Hips don't lie, eh?
And we see our judges are finalizing their scores for contestant number 4. This is going to be our last contestant for this category of talent. So make this last category known with the loudest cheer for tonight so far. By the end of tonight, we go home with no voices. That's the way we support our pageants for tonight. Family Mole, put your hands together and welcome contestant number 5. Say Onuk Petau.
Miss Kesia Zoe Fatonga.
As I am to whisper their stories across the sea, our culture lives in every family, every song, every woman's strand. I'm Kesia Fatonga, proud daughter of Nufetau and descendant of Tawasa, a great warrior and a founder of the very first 4 head garden. Tonight, I share with you the story of that magnificent first 4. The saint of Petau passed this story down through generations. The 4 was a gift from 10 fairies of Motuharu. One mysterious magical night, Tawasa taught our people how to make the 4. 3 to 5 strands of dried pandanus leaves, braided together, each strand threaded with the fragrant white boa, beautiful ngasi flower, and the lush green milo. The strands are woven again and again, forming the pattern that holds memory and meaning. Once known only on Mukfetau, this craft spread to the other islands of Tuvalu. Today, it graces our heads pakao, feasts, ano, sporting events, alofa, gift presentations, welcoming ceremonies, and even when our fishermen return from the sea. But times have changed. Plastic flowers and artificial fall or head garlands are easy and readily available. Though pretty, they risk dimming the value of our culture and blurring our identity.
At last, I've woven my first strand. I dedicated. I behold this fall. I dedicate this fall to the Tuvalu Digital Nation Project to preserve its knowledge for its future generation. It is a gift from my ancestors. It is my culture. It is my identity. Tuvalu, take this as a promise. Remember, the hands that woven it preserve the value it creates. Whakawhitai lātou.
Malo, malo, whakawhitai se ionuk whetau, miske sia Zoe whatonga, kamalmole, pati mai lua lima, ki te contestant number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our talent category, and next in our program is our evening gown category. But now we must give some time for our judges to tally up their scores. And I know our audience have been sitting down for too long. So I think we need some music to stand up and move around so that we can exercise just like our contestants have been exercising. DJ, do we have a music ready?
Let's make it a fast one. Let's make it a fast one, co-host.
Everybody get up, please. Stand on your feet and dance.
Can we all rise and enjoy this music? It's also good for our health because we've been sitting for a while and get the nerves going and the blood going. All right, camera, we have some talent in the middle. So there's lots of talent here in the hall, co-host. Faftailasi. It's nice to know that our audience is also engaging in the fun tonight. And Family Mole, this time, let us welcome back the Hingano Dancing Group for their second number tonight. Family Mole, ko tuko pa kata sa may lolima, kilungay de Hingano Dancing Group, kung naiga mayo pa kami fiya dato, iti fiya fidenay. Kolo po kalay fiya saka, matala falo, ito kung matana ito ko yay, o saka may kilungay kupu, mo saka nga kung naiga pakasya iti fiya fidenay. Paftailas, napakamasawa ito po kiloa, ato mea kai, kula po kiloa pa noy ito ko, sino fiya tongi na mea kai, pana falo ya kitua sao falo. Family Mole, ko pa sa mga kalolima, kilungay de Hingano Dancing Group, kung naiga pa kami fiya iti fiya fidenay. Welcome again, Hingano Dancing Group.
Matari iro to itiriva mauhi tai pino titau apie wahopi ate tau herua anu tau matari ini titua ana mano turau de maini dini arau te Manava, te tau ia. Anapa te petu I te rewa ma o hie. Amu I mai te nuna ta I rumai tātou Manava ia oe, ia ora matari
Malo Fakaftai Hingano Dancing Group. Please let's put another big round of applause for Hingano Dancing Group for their second and final number for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to the much anticipated evening gown competition where elegance, confidence, and grace take center stage tonight. In this segment, each contestant will walk in her evening gown to showcase grace, poise, and elegance. As the music begins, let us witness sophistication and charm as our lovely candidates take the runway. Please let us now welcome our first contestant, contestant number 1, Say Tuvalu, New Zealand.
Miss Malaysia, Ian Natano.
Miss Tuvalu, New Zealand evening wear between the langi, whenua, and moana. Tonight, I wear the colour of our langi and our moana. A deep royal blue reflecting the endless ocean beneath us and the heavens above. As this gown catches the light, it reflects the same stars that guided our ancestors across the moana, reminding us that our identity is not defined by where we live, but by the heritage we choose to honour, protect, and carry forward. As people of Tuvalu, our lives are shaped by 3 sacred grounds. The langi, where faith, hope, and ancestral wisdom inspire us. The whenua, where our identity, language, and culture are deeply rooted. And the moana, which sustains us, connects our islands, and carries the stories of generations before us. Together, they are a sacred inheritance entrusted to our care. As guardians of our langi, whenua, and moana, we share a collective responsibility to protect our environment and preserve our cultural heritage for generations to come. The brilliance of this gown reflects the beauty of Tuvalu, its endless skies, crystal blue waters, and the resilience of its people, complemented by pearls and seashells, treasured gifts of our moana. These adornments symbolize the beauty, purity, and enduring connection between our people and the ocean. Inspired by the strength and grace of Tuvaluan women, I proudly carry that legacy forward. As Miss Tuvalu, New Zealand, I proudly represent our people, including the Tuvaluan diaspora, whose lives affirm that culture knows no borders. Though we may be scattered across the world, Tuvalu e moe I te loto. Tuvalu lives within our hearts. United through our language, traditions, values, and ancestral legacy, I proudly carry the spirit of Tuvalu, honouring our langi, rooted in our whenua, and forever connected through our moana.
Malo Faftai, Say Tuvalu, New Zealand, Miss Malaysia Ian Natano, and we'll go on screen and watch a supplementary video for Say Tuvalu, New Zealand. Kamu mole, kaya pas may akalu 5 kilometer vakasingan vakasi atu net Say Tuvalu, New Zealand.
kufenua.
Malo Faaftaise in New Zealand for that wonderful video. Next up is contestant number 2, Sei Onui.
Miss Yaeli, Yohane, Pamalamole Pachmai Lolima, Kilungai te Sei Onui. Kaftai.
Testing. In the twilight of this pageant, Miss Nui Yaeli Ioane proudly represents her beloved island of Nui. Her evening gown celebrates duality, where tradition and tomorrow exist in perfect harmony. Designed in 2 transformative layers, it reflects this year's theme, Bridging Generations, Wisdom of the Elders, Dreams of the Youth. She first appears wrapped in a magnificent knitted coat, lovingly handcrafted by her mother. Every stitch reflects hours. Every stitch reflects hours of patience, quiet sacrifice, and unconditional love. The same love that nurtures families and shapes generations. Inspired by the traditional knitting patterns of Nui women, the coat honors a time when dressing modestly symbolized deep respect for our elders, our land, and our people, a value still cherished today. Through countless tides and trials, our forefathers fiercely protected our unique language and our one faith. Tasi te talidonunga. Though climate change may reshape our shores and our handicrafts evolve with time, the rising seas can never wash away what lives within our hearts. Then comes the moment of transformation. With grace, she removes the outer layer to reveal a sleek, contemporary gown. Delicate floral motifs celebrate the beauty, dignity, and the treasured place of the young women of Nui. 8 leaves of floral motifs symbolize our strong women and girls from our 8 islands. Connected by interweaving vines, like roots beneath the earth, they embody our unbreakable connection to our land, our culture, and the inheritance lovingly passed down by our parents and forefathers. Her gown reflects the dream of the youth, confident, innovative, and ready for a changing world. It is a reminder that embracing modern fashion should never mean leaving identity behind. Instead, we carry our heritage with pride, honor our inheritance, and allow our culture to evolve with grace in every new generation. Whakawhetaila si kamlapa.
Whakawhetailasi Seyo Nui, Yaeli Ioane, and now we'll go on screen and watch the video prepared for Seyo Nui. Ka whamana mole, patimea ka lo lima, kilunga te whakasinga, a te tamawhine, contestant number 2, Seyo Nui, Miss Yaeli Ioane.
Malo, malo, Seyo Nui for that wonderful video. Up next, welcoming contestant number 3, Seyo Funafuti.
Miss Samira Mavainga Tasi.
Talofa Tuvalu, how's everybody doing tonight? Can I get one more cheer? Toti voila toto. Ladies and gentlemen, before you stands Sei Funafuti, adorned in a gown that is more than fabric and design. It is a living story of culture, faith, and identity. Draped across the shoulder, the cape glows with luminous detail, reminding every young woman and girl that our bodies are temples of the Lord. It speaks of dignity, of self-respect, and of the quiet strength that comes when we honor who we are. The shimmering glints on the cape reflect the inner light of a woman who knows her worth. A woman rooted in faith, in culture, and in grace. It reminds us that true beauty is not found in worldly treasures, but in the priceless value placed within us by God. The bold red of the gown honors the spirit of our people. A people known for resilience, passion, and pride. This deep crimson celebrates a legacy of strength that has endured through the years, carried with honor and love. The gown's design is a profound narrative of resilience and unity. A striking red trail winds elegantly from her neck to her breast, spiraling down her right rib to symbolize the core strength that anchors her people. The neckline represents the space where communal wisdom is gathered and decisions are carefully shaped, blossoming upon to meet her exquisite headpiece, the final radiant outcome of collective deliberation. From the neck down to the chest and lower rib, the intricate detailing honors the woman, children, and youth of Funafuti, illustrating them as the essential belt that binds the community together, ensuring that every endeavor results in a perfect, harmonious outcome when united. From her left hip, white plumage flows gracefully into a full-length silhouette, symbolizing her journey of faith and purpose. This is not just a competition. It is a calling to inspire young women everywhere to remind them that they are beautiful in their own unique way and that their voices matter. Her choice of white reflects her heart, pure in intention. A woman who leads with dignity and walks with confidence and not forgetting where she comes from. The luxurious train, bordered in fur, trails behind her like the soft waves of her island home, a tribute to the beauty, serenity, and humility of Funafuti. And the elegant side slit speaks to the modern woman, one who embraces progress without letting go of her heritage, one who walks boldly into the future while carrying her past with pride. This is a vision of a woman who is fierce, graceful, and united in strength. A woman who leads with dignity and walks with confidence, never forgetting where she comes from. And now, as we turn to the back of this magnificent ensemble, we encounter one of its most sacred and meaningful elements, the beautiful, foldable fan-shaped display centered on the treasured Funafuti Fafetu. At the heart of this beautiful ensemble is the treasured Fafetu of Funafuti, a symbol lovingly woven by the women of the island, carrying the prayers, care, and strength of generations. Within it shines the morning star. The gentle light that guides the world into a new day. Like a mother's love, it is steady, tender, and always there. It watches over, comforts, and leads with quiet strength. The Fafetu also reflects the heart of the Whenua,
a community that loves, protects, and raises its children together. In Funafuti, no child is shaped by one hand alone. They are held by many loving hands, mothers, fathers, elders, and the whole community. So when Seifunafuti carries the Fafetu, she carries more than a symbol. She carries the love of her mothers, the prayers of her people, and the heart of the island that raised her. It is a tribute to love that guides, love that nurtures, and the love that never lets go. Ladies and gentlemen, the today were the Tausolima Seifunafuti. Samara Marana Tasi.
Malo, Faftai, thank you. Seifunafuti, Samara Marana Tasi. And now we go up on screen to watch the video for Seifunafuti.
So pachi mai lua lima ki te Seifunafuti. Up next, welcoming our contestant number 4, Seiyo New Tao.
Miss Yatunu Limau, paman mulai tulung kata selalu lima, tulung aja Seiyo New Tao.
Miss Liu Tao is adorned in an evening gown, inspired by the pageant theme, Bridging Generations. Wisdom of our elders, dreams of our youth. Her entrance attire draws inspiration from the safe and titi, traditional garments proudly worn during cultural celebrations. The 8 layers of her skirt expresses the wisdom of her elders from Nanumea to Nukulailai, reflecting the traditional knowledge and cultural expressions that unites her Atu Whenua. The black laukie of her safe honors the resilience and perseverance of New Tao women throughout history. As she gracefully removes her safe and titi, to the chants of her ancestors. A second layer is revealed. An elegant evening gown inspired by the fualoto or tauloto, a finely crocheted garment traditionally worn as an undergarment. This transformation symbolizes a young Tuvaluan woman embracing modern elegance while carrying forward the wisdom of her elders. The 4 straps across her back represents Siamani, Lucia, Tiapani, and Peletania, her Kautumalai of New Tao, symbolizing identity, unity, and belonging, while the 8 roses at her lower back connect the 8 islands of Tuvalu. 4 crocheted tears at the base of her gown showcase distinctive fualoto patterns, celebrating the creativity and craftsmanship of New Tao women. The centered black diamond represents the treasured wisdom of her ancestors, carefully preserved and passed through generations. Beyond the stage, the gown transforms into a cocktail dress, symbolizing the evolving dreams and limitless potential of young Tuvaluan women. Her accessories and necklaces are crocheted to complete her dress and to bring a dream of a young woman alive. Miss New Tao's colors complete the story. Red symbolizes leadership, black reflects strength, and white in her headdress signifies peace and purity. Designed and sponsored by Leana Hola and brought to life by Futuna Teatu, Filoiala Vete, Miss Morita, and Tausanga Teo. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Miss New Tao's evening gown for State Tuvalu Pageant 2026. Faftailas.
Malo, Faftailasi, contestant number 4, say your New Tao, Miss Yatunu, Lima, Pamalmala ko, tungo makatasi mga kalwa 5, kilungo ito contestant number 4, muta na pakasinga, ito na evening gown muta po din eh. And now, we go up on screen and watch Say New Tao on screen. Faftay.
Malo, Faraftai, say your New Tao. Our last and definitely not the least, final contestant, contestant number 5, say or Nung Fetao.
Miss Kesia Zoe Fatonga, Pamalmala, tungo makatasi sa kalwa 5. Welcome to say your Nung Fetao. Faftay.
a living history. Tonight, as we gather to honor the breathtaking beauty of our culture, we celebrate a legacy woven through generations of women whose hands and hearts have fiercely preserved our sacred traditions. Before you stands Saint Lucia, where began the It is a living, breathing story of her people. The cream of the laukie is the base of this gown, glowing in a rich, light cream mirroring the pristine white laukie, pendant sleeves meticulously chosen by the women of Nukfetau to weave our most valuable Mekkei mats. Every single strand of a Mekkei mat is handcrafted with pride, carrying the whispers of our history and the unparalleled wisdom of our elders. The pattern is the Whamalama and the light of faith. Adorning this masterpiece is the iconic Te Whamalama pattern. Inspired by the sacred windows of Siona Fall Church in the heart of Savaru, this design stands as a symbol of pride, hope, and peace. Just as Siona Fall illuminates our island, Saint Nukfetau stands tonight as a beacon of hope, sharing the light of Christianity that united the villages of Te Aulotu and Maniapa. Notice how the pattern falls in sleek vertical lines. Intertwined with the color black, it honors the hardships and dark paths that our ancestors overcame with unyielding resilience. A history our people continue to honor with pride in every cultural and sporting gathering. The details in limestone shores and natural grace is draped elegantly around her waist in a cascading white fabric, symbolizing the white limestone walls of Siona Fall and the arrival of faith upon the white shores of Nukfetau. Complementing her look are organic accessories crafted from seashells and patterned sleeves, anchoring her beauty directly to the land and ocean that sustains us. Her headdress crowns her as a symbol of Christ's victory and leadership over every household. Adorned with locally gathered shells and floral accent, it celebrates the God-given beauty of our environment. The Cape of Tomorrow, in its final touch, is a striking reddish-maroon cape gracing her back. This vibrant color proudly represents Tupasi Primary School, carrying the future, potential, and future of Nukfetau's children. Through the window of the Whamalama, we look back at the strength of the weaving women of our past, celebrate those of our present, and look forward to those of our future. Ladies and gentlemen, the material of Saint Nukfetau's eveningwear was printed by Shane Laboreal with maternal links to Tuvalu and sewn by Mrs. Wafwanga Siao Sipetaya from the island of Nukfetau. Thank you, and may we always carry our heritage with pride.
Faftay Lasi, say Nuk Petau, Miss Kesia, Zoe, Fatonga, Matapakasinga. Then, our time is now, we go again on screen to watch her performance on screen. Faftay Lasi, Faman Mole, Tungo Makatasa Kamay Lima, Kilungay, the third contestant at Ato. Say Nuk Petau, Miss Kesia, Zoe, Fatonga. Faftay Lasi, to all our contestants for their stunning evening gowns and their display and presentation tonight. Family Mole, if you loved it, please show us through the loudest cheer for tonight and your biggest clap for tonight. Family Mole, tungo pa kita sa kalulima kilungay te pakasinga ato tumafine kunay de sasali mai itomu ay te pep de pakasimai awlo to evening gown.
Co-host, it has been truly amazing to witness the different talents from our designers who designed the gowns for the 5 beautiful contestants. Congratulations to all our designers this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our contestant back on stage for the judges' final look for the evening gown category. The evening gown competition. Co-host, I don't want to be in the judges' shoes right now,
I wouldn't want to be there either.
Tough decisions to be made by the judges tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our evening gown program.
Do you want the show to go on? All right. Okay, then ladies and gentlemen, as we await the scoring by our judges, please welcome back on stage the beautiful dancing group Nape Nape for their last number for us tonight. Big round of applause to Nape Nape group for their final number for us tonight. Faftay Lasi.
Malo, whakawhitai, the beautiful ladies from the Nape Nape Dancing Group. Before we move on to the next part of our program, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge again our sponsors for tonight who have made the Say Tuvalu possible: JY Ocean Shop, the National Bank of Tuvalu, the Culture Department, SFAM Hotel, Kaupulefna Futi, Sue's Kitchen, Sue's Trade and Supply Tuvalu, Matanging Alibar, Philomena Lodge, Development Bank of Tuvalu, NIA Logistics, Tuvalu National Provident Fund, Manu Travel Services, and Fiji Airways. Thank you so much, sponsors. I know without your support, we would not have been able to put together this beautiful Say Tuvalu. Tuku whakatasamaya ka lua lima ki sponsors sa tātou. The next part of our program is our last number from the Hingano Dancing Group, and now I call them up to the stage for their third and final item. Hingano Dancing Group, the floor is yours. Pat mai lua lima ki te Hingano Dancing Group.
Thank
Faftailasia Hingano for that lovely performance. Famole te patsipakatas mea kalau 5 kilungai te pakasinga at mafine te Hingano dancing group mo te toe sivalato mo te pote nei. Also in acknowledgement, famole a special acknowledgement for tonight's internet provider. Famole can we all show our appreciation to the Tuvalu Telecommunications for providing us with data through the cable, through the Tuvalu cable that enabled us to be able to enjoy this event here and also to everyone watching in the diaspora. Faftailasi, Telecom Tuvalu. And ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our program. Thank you for your presence and your support and the very lively cheering and engagement with our performances tonight. And before we continue with the formalities of our closing program, we would just want to run through the program for tomorrow so that you do not come in late and miss the best part of tomorrow's program. We ask that by 6:30 we are all gathered here in the hall, as we will be here again, and then we will have our evening devotion as we did today. And then 7 p.m. we'll begin with our opening remarks and the introduction of our judges, followed by some entertainment, and then 8 p.m. Co-host, something for our people to look forward to.
Sorry. At 8 p.m., we have our sarong category, where we will also have the Reigning State Tuvalu presentation, and we'll also have some entertainment in between, and then followed by the traditional inspired attire. And our last category for tomorrow evening is the stage interview, and we will also have entertainment in between. And then at 10 p.m., the moment that we will all be waiting for, that is the crowning night, will happen tomorrow. So make sure you are here on time so that you can get the best seats in the room and witness the lovely program that has been planned for tomorrow.
Haftailasi co-host. And before we close, we wish to recognize once more the Department of Tourism, MTESI, the Say Tuvalu Pageant Committee, our sponsors, our elders, our mothers, our fathers, our children, our judges for their dedication, and also to everyone present here and watching online. We would also like to remind everyone that the online voting closes tonight at 12 midnight. So if you haven't cast your vote yet, now is the time to make your voice heard.
To the contestants, we salute your courage, your culture, and your beauty tonight. Though no crowning will take place tonight, this evening has been an important showcase for you all. We are all looking forward to tomorrow night when the winners will be announced. As is the practice here in Tuvalu, we start with a prayer and we also end with a prayer. So at this juncture, may I now invite our Faifeau, Reverend Oliula Kalahati, to end our evening with a word of prayer.
Ya lela faftaila simde avanoanga ia koituai whakaoti tātou ki te tālosanga moli te whakaftaila si kia lau ko ne whakatakitaki ne lau te polokala me te whiawhi tēnei ia tuku ka whakatas tōlima patiaka kia lau ia whakaftaila si ko ngali te whakatokanga te polokala me te whiawhi tēnei ia ke whakaoti atu ne au te maftanga tātou ki te tālosanga ke whai tō tālo Tapa nei mātou te tapa me te malu o tau ingoa te atua i te tūla tēnei. Au ai tali tonu o mo tau loto me kola vene koe a nganga fia fia. Nganga whakawhitai o na ko mawhai oi kum te manuia te polokalame o te awhiawhi tēnei. E au noa mo ne whakalawe te aliki. Whakawhitai mtu sanga tā aua ko la kōti ne mai moa mātou kei. Ki lo mātou mata whakalongolongo kei o mātou talinga. Ka ke te uwhatu ne mātou mo whai a mea. E whakatonu kei e te mātou awala sāle kai maise. Ko te ola tēnei e ola i mātou loto i te mātou atu whenua. Ke mawhai o whakatino ne mātou te aliki. Talo sanga mātou ki a koe te aliki whakamanuia ne koe. Atu sanga ko te whakatino i te awhiawhi tēnei. Ka ke whai mo whakamalo singa ki loto mo nganga o whanau mo kautama ngā solo o te atu whenua ko Tuvalu. Whakamanuia ne koe te komiti ko lai whakawhea ngai mo te whakafoenga o te polokalame. Aua ko te toi whakamoemoenga mo te aso atai ao. Pēnā whuki o whakamanuia ne koe komiti o whenua. Mā tua lātou ngā lue whakatasi. I te whakatokatokanga o sei o whenua te aliki. Kai mai se kuta maawhine, sei o whenua, whakamanuia ne koe kai whakatū maungina. Te loto mālosi lunga i lātou o wā. La sanga whakamoemoe ngina koi toe mo te whakamoemoenga tēnei te aliki. A watu ne koe te utai lava kai katoa te mālosi te whoitino. Te anganga mo te māwhauwhau te aliki. Ke mo whai e o katoa whakamoemoenga. Kai whakawhuki atu ki a koe a te vikinga mo te tāwaenga. Tuku atu mātou ki tua i te tūlau te pō. Taki manuia ne koe o mtou ola. Whātau wā ki o lima alofa te aliki. Kai ke pēnau tū mau mai lunga ia mātou katoa whakatasi mwhanau salalau o te atu whenua. Tū manuia mtou while mo te atu a te tamana. Te alofa salamai o Iesu Keliso. Mawhitanga tū mau mtou anganga tapu. Nei ke o ko atu e lo te senga tamai. Senga tamai e loa. Amen. Anuia te pō.
Whaftailasi, Reverend Oliula. And whaftailasi to all of us. And as we make our way back home, please remember to drive home safely so that we can see you here again. And also, there's still food out in the back. Make your way across to enjoy the lovely dinner prepared by our businesses and private food stallers on our left. Whaftailasi to whako lua mo te pō. Anuia.
Vaca Itimai, itimai, yeah.